you think, Madison? Is it good? So I'm going to go and grab a pair of scissors and cut open the bag and see just how much has accumulated in this tiny little bag. I reckon up to a litre in something that I would imagine is around 300 millilitres. So, I'm going to tip it out in here. So that bag is now empty. You can see the layers there on the bag. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. I mean, it's very, very compacted in there. Not a bad job. Bit of a dusty camera now. So that's that really. As you saw, the one thing I've dust everywhere. So overall, let's just call it a week for argument's sake. A week use with the Gtech HyLite, and my original reservations, some were justified, but overall I really love it. I mean, it's not a vacuum cleaner I could keep, honestly, because for a family of 4, using it every day, a bag every 5 days, you're talking, what was it, it's $12.99 for 15 bags. It's going to be, okay, it's not a huge cost, but they're going to last 3 months. It's going to be 13 quid every 3 months. And it did still have its limitations. So I do think it's a fantastic vacuum cleaner. I think it really fills a gap in the market, and as I originally said, I genuinely feel it's best aimed at people in small flats, or in a bungalow, living on your own, or just a couple. You're not going to need to use your vacuum cleaner every single day. You're going to go around once a week, and you're probably still not going to have that much mess. And I would say those bags, I mean, like I say, so that bag lasted 5 days. That's me using it on average. Okay, so I did 2, in those 5 days I did 2 whole house hoovers, and used it downstairs, which would be living room, kitchen, bathroom, because our bathroom's downstairs, and hallway. I did that 2 to 3 times a day on average. So That's quite a lot. If you're just, like I say, if you're just a couple living in a flat or a bungalow, something like that, then it's gonna, like, those bags are gonna last, I would imagine, at least a year, and that's not a huge expense on top. It's also really, really lightweight, so it's great for anybody elderly who struggles with a heavier vacuum cleaner. It even makes my cordless Bosch, which is light, feel heavy. It did struggle a little bit picking up bigger particles when the girls dropped cereal and things like that, unless I got the little notch which is right in the middle. It just, even something as basic as Rice Krispies, something as small as Rice Krispies, it just sort of ploughed and did struggle to pick them up. So like I say, it does have its limitations, but I think my test for a family of 4 is a little bit unfair on what this is trying to do. It is the world's smallest vacuum cleaner, and like I say, even though that was a slightly unfair test on it, I was really, really surprised at how well it did, and I've kind of fallen in love with it, and I would love to keep it, but it's just not practical for us to use as a permanent vacuum cleaner. So a family member of mine who lives on their own will be getting a new vacuum cleaner. Because it will probably suit them perfectly. But I do recommend it. Maybe ever so slightly pricey at £200. I would, if I'm being really, really, really brutally honest, I would say maybe wait for it to come down to about 150. I think that's a fair price point for it. But yeah, thanks Gtech for the opportunity to unbox and test it. Sorry I couldn't give it 5 out of 5 stars, but it's an easy 4 out of 5. I really did like it, and I really was surprised. Whenever I have the opportunity to get my hands on another gadget, I'll do another review. And thanks for watching. Bye.